Good afternoon, crafty friends. Creative Juice by Lonnie here with you. And I've got a little feedback going. I hope you can't hear it as well as I can. So apologies for that. But we are going to do some stamping nonetheless. And as promised last week, I said I would be back to share with you a project using the Layering Leaves stamp set that does not require the punch because the punch is on back order and just for a little while. Maybe till October. But since this is my three for free featured product this month in August 2023, when you make a purchase of $50 or more, including the Layering Leaves stamp set, then I send you three projects. The tutorial will come to you via email, and the three uh, consumable items will come to you in your mail. So make sure that you accept that I can mark it to you so that I can see your address. Otherwise, I won't be able to know where to send it to. So when that choice comes up, when it pops up and you are shopping on Creative Juice by Lonnie right there, then you can make sure that you accept my email newsletter and all of that kind of good stuff so that you can get these things for free. Oh, wow, that was fun. It's like I'm a teenage boy right there. My voice just changed. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else I need to tell you. I think that's it. Let's get stamping. Let's get started. So we're going to make a thank you card today, and this is a simple stamping card. Thus, let me see. I do want this. This is one of our new markers, and I need that as well. Yep, that's what I need. So that's a pretty peacock. So what I'm using, oh, I think I grabbed Blueberry Bushel. Wrong one. Just kidding. There we go. So we're using today colors Blackberry Bliss, Garden Green, and Pretty Peacock. Simple stamping card. We have a Pretty Peacock card base, a piece of Very Vanilla to go on the inside, which is 5¼ by 4. This one is 5 inches by 3¾ inches, Blackberry Bliss. And then another Very Vanilla that's going to be that layer right there on the front. So that is 3½ by 4¾ Then I've used masking paper. So this masking paper is something new in our catalog that you may not have seen because it's kind of hidden. But it is beautiful for any kind of masking technique. We're doing a reverse masking technique today. And we're going to start by stamping our words. So we're going to start with our Very Vanilla cardstock. I'll move these up a little bit now that you've seen it, and we can get you into the frame while we're stamping. So I'm doing a thank you so much card. I'd like to give my teammate Beverly a little props for this idea that we did at our retreat in June, our Sprinkled Ink retreat, because it will work out perfectly for this idea too. So I've stamped it on a diagonal, and I've got this piece of masking paper that I'm going to just cover it up right there, and I'm realizing it might be just a little bit short. It's okay. It'll all work out. Okay, so we're going to cover this up. It's 1¼ inches wide. It needs to be a little bit longer, but I'll use a Post-it note. That will work too. It's like a sticker. So you could also stamp on these, I guess, and then make your own little stickers. And I took off the back, put it over the top of my words, and you can kind of see them through there. So that makes it really nice. I won't even use a Post-it note. We'll just use a piece of paper, a piece of scratch paper to go across the other side here. So I just needed it to come all the way over. So now what I'm going to do, I needed it to come off the edge on this side, and it didn't quite do that. So we're going to do some stamping. We'll use Garden Green, first of all, for our leaves. And I will use the bold leaf that's in this stamp set. And thank you, by the way, for sharing this. Oh, whoops. Let's try that again. Thank you for sharing this video so that your other crafty friends can see it and also learn new fun stamping techniques. Now, sometimes I'm going to want to stamp off. Oh man, I'm having a struggle today with okay, you know the beautiful thing? We have two sides to every paper. So we're going to take this off. and start again on the other side so that I can really do this right. Okay, round 2, second try. We got our thank you. I'm going to cover it up, make sure that it kind of gets it covered up the right way. I'm not even going to use that other piece for a second. We're just going to stamp. Garden green. There we go. You need to just stamp really hard. And sometimes if you stamp off the second time, you're going to get a second generation stamping is what we call that, or even third generation stamping brings you lots of lighter colors. So feel free to do that. A couple of things like that and this side. Okay, same thing on the bottom. It will help if I get it into the ink pad. Okay, let's see. Let's do a little bit over here, some right here. Nice. Okay, it looks a mess. That means we're doing it right. I think we need some different types of leaves. So I've done the bold leaves. Let's do some veined leaves right here. We're going to do those in Pretty Peacock, a little darker. Let's see, we're going to do some down here. Just make a mess. Just make a big mess. There we go. It's looking great, isn't it? Finally, we'll use some Blackberry Bliss and one of the little sprigs from this one. So this one is this little sprig I'm using. I used this one, veined leaves and the bold leaves. We're going to add just a little bit of blackberry here to go along with our card. Nice. It's looking fantastic. Believe it or not, it really does. This is a technique you really can't go wrong with. Now, before I take off my masking paper, I'm going to take my Stampin' Write marker and just draw right along the edge there. This is also Pretty Peacock. Right along the edge of the masking paper gives it a pretty line when you take this off. Now watch through the magic of masking paper. You peel this off and every place that we stamped gets taken off and just your words are revealed. Woohoo! Isn't that pretty? I'll get it up closer for you. It just looks so nice. Now we just have to layer it onto our card. And this is, again, a very simple stamping card. Just stamps, ink, and paper. Sometimes we try to just make it too complicated. And while it is fun to learn new techniques and new ways of paper crafting, don't forget that sometimes simple is just as beautiful. So we've got a mat right there. I really love Very Vanilla. When was the last time you used Very Vanilla? I love this super smooth cardstock, and I love the color of it because it's just a little softer than the bright white. So there's our card. Oops, how did we change that? I don't know. It did it on its own. We'll try that again. I didn't change it. So there's our basic card. Now we want to do something on the inside, and kind of like your envelope, while you're stamping your card, make sure that you also stamp your envelope or the inside of your card as you've got all of the stuff out. So we've got some green leaves. Okay, let's do some Pretty Peacock leaves down here in the corner. There we go. And some Blackberry Bliss sprigs. Fill it in. Nice. Good enough. Good enough. We put that on the inside because you can't really write on a dark cardstock, so a little layer in here will be great. Now you may want to have a coordinating a coordinating envelope, so you could do the same thing. In fact, you could use a piece of masking tape, masking paper right across the center of your envelope. Do this very same thing, and then have a place to write your address in the front, on the front of the envelope. Wouldn't that be pretty? Or even on just on one side. So that is my very simple stamping card. How do you like it? Say hello if you are watching, and tell me where you're watching from. Are you in the United States? Are you getting some card making done yourself today? I hope you are, and I hope that this inspires you to try this reverse masking technique. The masking paper is item, and I don't have a banner for it, so I'll just tell you it's item 155480, and you can cut it to whatever size or shape you need to mask off a little piece there too. All right, so that is my 3 for free feature focus this month. Again, when you add this to an order of $50 or more, I will send you not this card. This is a bonus card for you, but 3 other cards, the consumable supplies, and the tutorial in your email. All right. Thank you guys for joining me here today. We'll be back next Monday with more crafting, and we'll be talking about kits because all of our kits are on sale as well this month, all our kit collection. So come back for some inspiration outside of the box. We'll be doing a little outside of the box crafting next Monday. And thank you. All right, Marty, thanks from Colorado. I'm glad you're here, and I love you. And I love that you love my card. All right. Talk to you next week. We'll see you then.